Hello everyone, it's time for an update. It's been about a year, so I guess this is turning into a yearly update for my tank. Sorry, so I think this tank has been going for about 5 years now. And since the last update, I changed a few things equipment-wise. Yeah, so I took out that wavemaker that was on the bottom right, and instead of, that was taking up space, so I kind of took it out of there. It didn't look very good. But to increase the flow, I upgraded my return pump again. This time, I went with this unit. Let me show you. I hope you can see that. This one is pretty powerful, 550 gallons per hour. I think that's the highest I've seen of a return pump that still fits in this unit. And it really does provide a pretty good amount of flow, so I don't think I need a wavemaker in the tank. But because it's higher power, it does heat the tank a little bit more, so that could be an issue for people. The second piece of equipment that I added to this tank is this filter here. Yeah, I haven't seen this type of filter all that much, but I did see this at our local PetSmart. I think it's like $35, not too bad. What I'm doing with this, I'm using it as a reactor for my GFO. I still battle a little bit of algae, although I don't have hair algae. I just have some of the green algae on the glass that forms and on the bottom that it forms. So I want to keep my phosphates to 0. With the bag, GFO in a bag, I don't think it creates, I don't think there's enough flow through the bag into the GFO to really minimize the phosphate. So this, I put the GFO in this unit with some filter sheets at the bottom and at the top, so it stays in place. And it works pretty good. I turned the flow to minimum, and that seems to be good enough to keep phosphates to 0 parts per million on my HANA checker. So what I do is, here's the other side of the tank. I have it in my second chamber, the middle chamber now. So I don't want to take it out because it's going to squirt water all over the place, but it fits in there nicely. I don't use that sponge thing at the bottom of this unit, but the flow is decent. As you can tell, let's see. Yeah, you can see that it's flowing pretty good. Yeah, I just keep it in there. I still use the sheets as my mechanical filter media. I don't have the any pads in there now, the phosphate removing pads. And this unit with a full amount of GFO in the chamber lasts about 4 to 5 weeks. So I check the phosphates every week, and it's at 0. And when it goes to maybe 0.02, 0.03, then I replace the GFO. It works so good that I actually put it into my other tank. Let me show you. In my larger tank. And you can see how that looks in this tank. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's black, and with my blue background, it's not so obvious. But this keeps the phosphates to 0 in my, what is this thing, 33 gallon long tank. So I'm happy with that. And if you're having GFO, high phosphate levels, you might want to consider, something like that, because it does keep it at 0. I still have vermitid snails. That's probably the pest that I'm battling, have been battling for 4 or 5 years. Can't seem to get rid of them. I do have some bumblebee snails in there to help. I try to keep emerald crabs, but they all end up disappearing. You know, I guess they die off. I don't know why. I think there's plenty of algae in there to support one crab, but it always disappears. Maybe my clownfish that I still have, the original pair, you know, is bothering it, killing it, eating it, I don't know. So the next thing I have to do to maintain this tank is to trim some of the zoas. So it used to be on one chunk of rock, and it definitely has, you know, slowly grown, and it's now starting to grow on my glass. So I need to scrape them away and give it away to somebody that wants it. It's not the most colorful, but you know, it's kind of neat looking with this green one on this side and the red one on this side. So yeah, that's about it. Oh, one thing to note, I guess with the new equipment in the tank, that means, you know, it's gonna heat the water more. So what I had to do as a compromise is to increase the water temperature to 26 degrees Celsius. I had it at 25, and 26 seems to be the right temperature, meaning that my fan doesn't run all the time to try to keep it cooler. So at 26 degrees, you know, it doesn't run all the time, maybe once an hour or so. All right. Well, if you have any questions, write them below and I'll answer them as soon as possible. And again, thanks for watching, and happy holidays. Thank you.